and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance. This is part 2 of the tell-all. This would be season 8, episode 19, I believe. And we're going to get straight into talking all about Andrew and Amira. Yeah, Andrew and Amira. So they told Andrew, where we last left off for part 1, was they told Andrew that he would have to get off of the stage, leave off the stage for the segment where they talked about him and Amira this season. They wanted him off the stage. They let him know that Amira didn't feel comfortable with him being able to see her. And so they wanted him off the stage. Andrew wasn't having that. You know, he feels robbed. He feels as if he can't be on stage and them talk about the things like the rest of the couples are able to talk about the things that happened this season, then it's not fair. And he doesn't want to be a part and he's going home. Now, Amira won't even be there. Amira will be video chatting in at the tell-all. Amira only agreed to do the tell-all if she didn't have to see Andrew. Now, Andrew was not happy. And again, like I said, he threatens to go home while the producers try to convince him to stay. And the whole time I just kept looking at Andrew's attire. And I'm like, what is really going on here, sir? Like, what is really going on? He had on blue dress pants, a lavender dress shirt, and a black vest. And I was just trying to understand the concept. I wasn't quite understanding that. And this just leads me back to say, like, in no way am I trying to say that anybody is better than anyone else, but just looking at the type of woman, like how Amira looks, I don't see how she was even attracted to a guy like Andrew. And it just leads me to believe that, of course, she just wanted to get over to America and she wanted somebody to take care of her. She wanted to be taken care of. Because if I looked at him and then looked at her, there's no way, even if I was an expert at pairing couples together, there's no way that I would pair those two together just based off of looking at the type of caliber of the woman that she kind of looks like from the outer. I just never would see her being interested or being attracted to him. Now, I know some people say, looks aren't everything, but I feel like that's like the initial thing that you see about a person that makes you want to walk over and engage into conversation is how they look. Like you're attracted to them. You like what you see. So, like I said, I was trying to figure out what was going on with the outfit. But at that point, I was really wishing that he was an avatar so that I could just like fix him up, just make it make sense. Now, Amira says that she won't give Andrew the pleasure of seeing her and won't let him control her ever again. She says that in the past, she's had discussions with him and he always tries to make her feel guilty about everything. I definitely think that had she agreed to letting him back on the stage or, having this conversation with him, he would have definitely twisted and manipulated the situation of what they showed from their season. He would have definitely did that. And then you would have had the cast jumping on her back like they did Julia. So I think it's a good thing that she didn't agree or let her guard down or say, okay, well, I guess it's fine. I'm glad she didn't. And I almost feel like she kind of used the fact that she had the panic attack as a way so that she didn't have to face him as well. She used it to her advantage because if you've seen her, she was like, breathing and, trying to play up on that a little bit so that the producers wouldn't force her into that situation to have that sit down with him. So I think Amira kind of did, put on a little bit of her acting skills like Natalie and ensure that she would not have to face him because she wasn't having it. So Sean, the host, questions the couples on their thoughts regarding Andrew wanting to face Amira during their segment. It always sickens me when Jovi, the buck-toothed beaver, yes, I did call him a buck-toothed beaver. It really irritates me, sickens me, gets under my skin when he chimes in. Rebecca says that Andrew said something that concerned her before he left the stage. This is what Andrew stated. The only reason I came was so that I could talk to her. Rebecca goes on to say the fact that Amira needs to distance herself from him and him only coming to the tell-all to confront Amira, she feels like something is off about that. And I would have to agree. If someone is distancing themselves from an individual because of whatever experience they have with them, and that person shows up with the hopes that they'll be able to bump into them, that is concerning, because any other way you wouldn't be able to reach out to her or have any type of conversation with her. So definitely, I think there was a lot going on behind the scenes, how he talked to Amira, and he probably did threaten her and say some things that he shouldn't say, and you shouldn't say when you love someone. So they go back and forth, okay? 1 minute they're on the stage with the whole cast, then the next minute they're with Andrew, that, Andrew has gone to the van. He's sitting in the van threatening to go home. And for me, I just felt like the producers definitely were just stalling at this point to get some extra footage, because they knew they couldn't have him on the stage. They knew they had a disadvantage with getting more questions answered for this couple during the season, because Amir wasn't having it. So they were stalling, trying to get as much footage as they could, hoping that maybe they would be able to convince Amira, the cast would be able to convince, the host would be able to convince Amira to back down. Now, he tells them if they can't get him and Amira in the same room, he's leaving. Now, back to Amira. She joins the couples via video chat, okay? And Amira says the last time she had contact with Andrew is when he wanted his ring back. She says that she didn't hear from him nor receive a thank you from him when she did send the ring back, and then she also sent some gifts to his family as well. That was kind of off to me, because if you left on bad terms with this man, and you claim you had a panic attack and, it's just a lot for you, why are you sending him a ring back plus gifts to him and his family? I guess I didn't quite get that. So they show a clip of Amira boarding her flight to go to Mexico. This is the first time they tried to meet up with one another. And Andrew finding out that Amira got detained. Amira says that she handed over her passport and was shortly detained and put into a jail cell. She says they never told her why she was being detained. And it could be that she is a woman and they feel that they didn't need to explain anything to her, and that they could dictate how things were going to go because she was a woman. Maybe that could be, but the cast, they were just like, they can't do that. They should have told you. No, they normally tell you, no, that's not true, especially Jovi and Yara. They were the main ones. And then Brandon, his little bird face chimed in a little bit too, talking about, no, that's not true. It's like, shut up. First of all, Brandon, you really, where have you been for real? Because you're, coddled and nestled up in your little crib at home with mommy and daddy. So what do you even know about flying? Jovi, maybe he might know a little something because he does that for work, but still at the same token, like sometimes if you go to certain places, they treat women a lot differently than they treat men. And they might not feel, because she was by herself, that they had to explain anything to her and just put her right up into that jail. It could have happened that way. We don't know. Now, if you all think that it happened differently and maybe Amira is fabricating about that, comment down below your thoughts. Like I said, she says that she was detained. They didn't explain why. And you see when Andrew was calling and they kept hanging up the phone on him when he was trying. Remember, he kept calling around and they just kept hanging the phone up on him when he was trying to find out her whereabouts. So it's a possibility. Now, Brandon and Jovi chime in saying something is not adding up. And Amira says when she landed, she had no messages from Andrew. Tariq says the whole 3 days you heard nothing. And Amira says, I'm going to tell you exactly how she said it. I have barely nothing. No. So Jovi starts saying, I want Andrew to be here so I can hear his side of the story, adding that it's upsetting the cast because they can't get Andrew's side. And first off, nobody really cares about what's upsetting the cast or if they believe her or not. Okay. I would have checked Jovi and told him, you can shut up and mind your own business and worry about your household. That's what you worry about. That's the problem, okay, with Jovi. He is so vocal about all the other couples, but he needs to learn how to handle his own situations better. Okay? Now, it seemed to me like he loves challenging women. This is something I picked up on. It feels like Jovi loves challenging women because in part 1 of the tell-all, he was all on Julia's back. Now he's moved on to Amira. Now, at no point did I ever see him pull that crap with Rebecca. I didn't see him do it to her. And you know they'll be on 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. And on that next tell-all, guess who's going to be sitting on that stage? Angela. You think he going to be chiming in and telling him? He might try it. She going to chew him up and spit him out. So, listen. I think he knows who he can do that with. And like I said, he did it with Julia. Now he's doing it with Amira. The cast begged Amira to let Andrew on the stage, and she stands her ground and says no. Now, at this point, the producers are stalling because they know doggone well Amira is not going to change her mind. Amira says being in a relationship with Andrew was toxic, and only she and Andrew know what happened within their relationship. Now, Amira says that she is scared of Andrew because she doesn't know when he might yell at her or he's going to get upset. So obviously, Andrew has split personalities. Andrew, now, after all of this, he decides to go home, and they move on with the segment with just interviewing Amira. Amira says that she went to Serbia because she loved Andrew and she didn't want him to say that she didn't do all that she could to make the relationship work. The last day of her quarantining in Serbia, Andrew gave Amira an ultimatum that she has to get pregnant as soon as she arrives in the U.S. And I really don't think she's lying about that. Comment down below your thoughts. He says that she has to get pregnant as soon as she comes to the U.S. Otherwise, there will be no wedding. He's not getting married to her. Now, she says that she wants to have kids, but not right away. Amira says when she returned home from Serbia, she found out that Andrew was already back on the dating site that she met him on. She says she found out because they both have each other's emails on their phones, and she received a notification. Amira announces that she now has started dating again and is in love. This new man is also from the U.S. Now, during break, Baby Bird, Brandon, I done gave him a new nickname. Him and Jovi got nicknames. So Baby Bird and the Beaver, Jovi, talk about how they felt Amira's story was bogus and basically they don't believe what she said. I'm very curious to know your thoughts, okay? So comment down below. Let me know, do you believe Amira? Do you believe some things were fabricated, some things were true, some things weren't true? I'm curious to really know your thoughts. I feel like a lot of what she did say was true. I feel like certain things in there, maybe she kind of added on or put it on or used to her advantage. And hey, I mean, dealing with somebody like that, ain't no telling what she would do. I probably put on act like I'm having a panic attack too, so I don't have to face him or be in front of somebody that is toxic. Oh, most definitely. So comment down below your thoughts. Give this video a big thumbs up. Again, this was 90 Day Fiance Part 2 of the Tell All, Episode 19, Season 8. Comment down below your thoughts. Let's get this conversation rolling. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Share with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance. Subscribe, share, hit that bell so you'll be notified. If you're not receiving those post notifications, a lot of people have been telling me, and I've been hearing a lot of other YouTubers say, if you're not receiving your notifications still, go ahead and reset it and click the button that you'll receive all notifications for me so that you guys don't miss any of the new uploads that I bring out onto the channel. Again, I appreciate all of your love and support. If that still does not work out for you, just come back and check in with me weekly because I do put up weekly videos here on the channel. But again, I always enjoy making these videos for you guys and putting this content out. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Thank you so much for your continuous support, the positive feedback. I love reading all of your points of views, your thoughts in that comment section. So I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you guys enjoy your day and I will see you in the next video. Peace.